Parents whose sons, daughters work in the porn industry, did you know about, and how do you react if you saw them on a porn website? I told my parents after I had a few super successful months and figured it was better to hear it from me. It's a tad different since I only make solo amateur porn. But since a few other people in my life had found out, I just told them. They said they still loved me. My mom occasionally comments that I can't keep it up forever. My dad doesn't seem to care except to know I'm still being responsible about money. Many years ago I sent some nude photos in to be published in a magazine and they were. My mother found out a few months later because my cousin worked at a gas station and apparently looked through this magazine each month it came out. He took it home to show his father, my mother's brother. Since they had a fallout at the time, my uncle called her to tell her about it and also told her to go yell at me as if I was a little kid. I was 19 and not living at home anymore. I was free to do what I wanted. Anyway, she showed up so damn angry and demanded to see the photos. I showed them to her and she saw they were more erotic photos. No man or toys or anything like that. Her brother called back the next day and started yelling at her when he learned she hadn't yelled at me. She turned it around since his son, the one who busted me, did a lot of criminal shit. Well, brother, at least what she did isn't criminal. I think that was the last time they ever spoke. When she told my father about it, he said he already knew. Some of the young guys at his work brought the magazine in each month and they all looked through it, so he had seen the pictures. As far as I know, he didn't tell the other men at his work that I was his daughter though. Just hurried away from that page and never looked at them again. A girl that went to the same school as me did porn for 3 to 4 years. I knew her parents better than her. Due to a supermarket union in our small town where I worked some years as a teen, where the dad was part of the committee as the store was kinda co-owned by the community, he was somewhat straightforward about her doing porn, since it would spread as wildfire if they did not say and it was found out. As it was in a relatively small country, a small town, and because she had recognizable freckles, redhead, there was no point in not telling it as it was. He was not proud of it, but proud that she made all this money and actually had asked him to manage it for her and put most aside for later, as she knew it was a time-limited career. If she did not get freaked out before demand ran out, that is, the mom would never discuss it and just thought questions about it were meant as grief. So she refused to engage in any conversion. When the girl left porn again, she idled for a year and went traveling the world and then disappeared from my town, and I went to do education in a larger city. 8 years later I met the dad again and asked about her, and she studied a few things before settling on vet nurse and works in a semi-remote place at a vet clinic and has a normal life. This is probably too late and will get buried, but I'll share anyways. My older sister was in Playboy a handful of times when I was younger. She was also a stripper and was one of the more popular ones in town, so she was featured in several magazines and calendars. I was 16 or so at the time, so I'd accompany her to her photo shoots a lot and became something akin to an on-set assistant, helping with hair and fetching drinks and fixing lighting. I also used to spend afternoons at the strip clubs hanging out in the dressing rooms because I was alone at home a lot. My family was super accepting, and bought all the things she was featured in and framed them. My mom pulls them out to show friends and is very proud of them. Our family is very positive and open, so it wasn't weird or anything. It did kind of with my self-esteem because I was the ugly duckling of the family, but other than that, it is just a fun fact I share at parties now. She got pregnant around 23, so she got her life together and quit. She has a family and is a dog groomer now. From doggy style to styling dogs. Son here. I did fetish modeling for a while soon as I was legal to do so, and my folks were pretty accepting of it. It was very good money to basically hang out with nice-looking women and a few men with little to no clothing and act out scenes together. The only time they made a fuss about it is when I came home to visit for a weekend, and then spent the whole time up at the photographer's house doing shoots and partying with the other talent. When I got to college I floated the idea of porn to them due to how broke I was. And to my surprise the only thing my dad said was something along the lines of, "I know you need money, and if you feel comfortable I won't stop you. Just consider how it may affect you down the line. What if you try to get into some kind of political office and someone tries to use it against you?" Considering their usual were not conservative but secretly absolutely weird attitude, it was a very measured response. I made a shower thought about this a few days ago, but it was the opposite. There's got to be a dad out there who unknowingly jerked it through a video starring the daughter he abandoned as a child. Not a parent, but the airline I used to work for hired a porn star, once. Everyone was super judgy about it, faux appalled etc., but then they hired another woman who had appeared in porn, and another. Eventually we all realized having acting in porn as a credit really didn't matter to the hiring team, and slowly the crews grew disillusioned with it. I think the hiring pool of people got smaller each year too. I bet before we die we will elect a president who has appeared in a porn at some point. At the very least the public will see their nudes. I'm not a parent, but my little brother is in the porn industry. I was shocked but not disappointed. The kid dropped out of high school and is not the brightest kid. He also is very good looking. I found out by my friend showing me his Twitter porn page. I don't judge cause I accept him for who he is. But my parents don't know. My son has been a very successful pizza delivery boy, pool cleaner and handyman. I have never seen his work, but his Yelp reviews are great. Does he have a very long resume? Does he put the C in the V? Did you deadass just ask a parent how big their son's is? My family found out about my cousin when she crash-landed a plane on a highway in California, and the news reports called her a porn star. Outed by news. That sucks. The moment I found out I was speechless. I didn't know what to say or think. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty mad at her for a while, but eventually I learned to live with it. She looked just like her mother at that age and we met in high school, which somehow made it hurt worse. She's really good at it and she makes more money than I do. She's an adult, so there's nothing I can do but be there and support her. She was really good at math and science and I thought she was gonna be an engineer, but after her second year of college I guess she decided this is how she'd rather make money. It's been about 5 years since I found out and she's talking about becoming a director. Our house has grown and now we are more comfortable around each other than ever. Nothing is off limits to talk about and we even help her brainstorm sometimes. If she's happy then I'm happy. I accidentally found my sister-in-law's porno. When she pisses me off it takes every ounce of control not to scream at her that I've seen her take a facial on camera. I know someone in the opposite situation. Her mom is a casting director for porn. She grew up going with her mom to shoots and even started being a clothed extra once she turned 18. She has no social skills and dances like a stripper. She has no tact when it comes to men, and she pretty much has no idea that the way things work in porn is not how real life works. She's also somehow a virgin in her early 30s and has a completely inappropriate obsession with a friend of mine. I was at the local bar where it was ladies' night with amateur male strippers. Left immediately with my eyes averted away when my 25-year-old son, who I did not know participated in such, came strutting down the aisle tugging off his t-shirt and swinging it around in the air on one finger. Oh hell no. Kinda related. I stumbled upon a porn featuring my cousin. It's amazing how people get turned on or off. I'm all the way into big black ass porn, but as soon as my cousin was on screen I was done. Completely flaccid. For that moment, I had better things to do with my time. My brother does gay porn. Our entire family knows he kind of made a big deal out of it. You'd expect a lot more judgment, but weirdly everyone acts upbeat and pleasant toward him, and the idea he even made a video about it. Dad once said it's up, but again in public he's fine with it. The weird thing for me came when I did check out one of his videos. It was about brothers, so I turned it off. Judging from the video titles, I'm pretty sure it's a family business. Not quite porn, but stripping. At my club once a new girl had just started on her first night. Her dad happened to be in the club. He went up and literally dragged her out. She was back again the next night and worked for a little while. Another girl I work with is very close to her family and once brought her dad in to work with her both as customers just to chill and drink and have fun. It was a little weird. I have also met mother-daughter strippers. Plenty of sisters too. But this question is more about parents. I wonder if the dad was mad because his daughter was stripping, or mad that his daughter was stripping in his favorite strip club. Maybe he dragged her out like, "Damn it, Lindsay, I need this tonight. This is my one night out with the boys and you are not gonna ruin it for me. After tonight the club's all yours hon, but tonight you need to get your ass out of here." There are a few documentaries on porn actors. Some I saw the actors said their parents knew but didn't talk about it. Many of them said they didn't have any contact with their parents. Sadly, many came from terrible homes. A few said their parents did not know, and those were from very religious homes. Some were even preachers' kids. One porn actress had her parents working for her in marketing her stuff. My father's cousin is a gay porn actor, and apparently our side of the family found out because a friend of my cousin found the video. And then my cousin told the rest of the family. They live on another state. So when I went to visit them, they tried showing it to me, which I refused and said it was kinda creepy and incestuous. And then they told me that all of them have. So yeah, PS. Sorry for weird English. Not my first language.